The rural ambassador is here. I want to tell you about 3 things that I've learned the hard way when I was here in the rural here. 3 things that I want to tell you and that you should make sure you don't do. Don't do that. Number 1, don't hire without at least getting 3 or 4 quotations from people. Some of the things you realize that you can do it yourself. I'll give you for example of 2 things. First of all, I wanted to fit window panes, and a local person came to me and said, no, I can do this for you. I can, but it's obvious they want something. And that something was around $15. What did I do? I went and I bought my window panes. And the good thing about here, there are hardwares. Panapa panotengeswa cement, panapa panotengeswa ma window frame. Like any building material you can find, it's here. Here it's less than 500 meters from my house. So that's the good thing about here. So don't hire before you do a proper consultation and you have seen that these things you can't do. Kana waona kuti aiwa maybe kuvaka continents ansana bovaka uchika kuvaka imba inodona, yeah, then you can engage the service of a builder. But if you see that you can do these things like zvatakakura tichiita, like kuvaka matanga, kuvaka, rather do it yourself. Enda kunotsvagwa matanda, wozvitemera matanda ako, wotsvaga transport, wotakura. You realize kuti you save yourself a lot of money and it is actually cheaper. Ndapedza kudaro ndakabva ndandikanotenga ma window panes. Ndapedza kudaro ndabva ndatozviya ndikazvipitira ma window panes angu. Ndakatopedza atori bore, no problem. You understand? So these are the things that you can do uri kumusha wega without requiring service of an extra person. Number 2, right? Number 2, do not pay upfront. Don't do it. Don't pay upfront. Whether it's bore drilling, whether it's whatever service, do not pay upfront. There are a lot of people who think kana wasvika area mavo vanenge vachikutora sekuti uri maybe une mari or something like that. Do not pay upfront. You start unotanga kunetsana nevanhu and nyaya yacho inogona kuendesa kwasabhuku and other stuff. So rather munhu kana if they are offering you a service, let them come and they do it, or maybe you give them maybe a small half down vatori per site. Don't pay before any services is rendered. You fall and unonetsana nevanhu uchangosvika munzvimbo. So it's always good to make sure that when you arrive, don't pay for services that zvaitwa, because right now pane muzukuru wangu ari kuchema, he lost about $1,000 from a fake drilling company, and apparently one of the person has passed away nemari yake. So you realize kuti muZimbabwe it's very, very difficult to trust someone with your money, kuti mari. Most people, they are not as trustworthy as you'd think, and it is the processes of you getting your money back in Zimbabwe is very, very difficult. Very difficult. So don't pay for services that are not yet rendered. It's a risk. Then last thing that I have learned here, Pandandri Kunoku, is that learn from the locals. There are so many things that you can learn from the locals, and you need to, if you blend with them, learn and blend with the locals, because once you've blended with them, they will tell you some of the things that unokwanisa kuita, some of the benefits that unokwanisa kuwana by being associated with them. One of the benefits of being in a rural area is that there are some services that you might get for free. I'll give you, for example, dzavanoti nhimbe, vamwe vanodziti humwe, vamwe vanoti, I don't know kuti shona yenyu munotaura muchirudi medha munovakaranga, but these are the it's sort of like a invitation that happens kumamisha. These make use of all those kind of setup whereby unokwanisa kudedza humwe. Guys, uyai kwangu kwaitawo chakati. Toda kukohwa chibage, toda kudzvara chibage, toda kudi. And rural people, they are always easy. Chaunongofana kungoita maybe kutsvaga usavi maybe some few drinks for the people, and then watopedza. You realize that if you had hired the service of someone, maybe they were going to take maybe a week to do it, and after they do it for a week, wochitarisa kuti munhu paanouya achizoshanda kumba kwako uchamutsvagira chikafu. Kana munhu achikushandira kumba haukwanisi kumupa sadza nemufushwa, uchatomuitira tea, uchamuitira breakfast and everything. And then you realize kuti mari yaunga wachangonohaya munhu wachangonodedza vanhu kuhumwe, kunouya hama dzako, kunouya vamwe vanhu, and then motoungana, and then you work. So it's very, very important to blend, and people, they'll show you other things. Right now, I was realizing that, instead of spending a lot of money on building a fence, ndokwanisa kutogadzira hedge panapa, ndotorowa hedge, it will cost me nothing. Maybe just the transport, which is maybe $3 or $4. Ndakutogadzira hedge, and I've secured my place. Ndakutoziva kuti hakuna mombe ichapinda pahedge, hakuna chisha, like I've secured my place. You understand? So there are some other cheaper methods that you can see that are there, that you can engage in, ziri kumamisha, that we don't anticipate. Because chiwanzoitika kana tichikura tiri kumamisha, vazhinji vedu chakaita kuti tivenge farming or chichichi. It's because farming yairwadza kuti taiswera kumunda tichisakura, taswera kumunda tichisakura, todzoka kumba maybe todya sadza nemufushwa kana totodya sadza nemuriwo usina mafuta. There was a whole lot of things that would happen that made us to hate the rural area. And that's the reason some of us we worked hard so that we don't want to go back to that life. But when you come back, you realize that there are things that you can do with your hands. And nowadays, kusakura right now, kusakura hakuchasakuru. Vanhu vangu mapadza chaiva vangoitwa vangocheresawo makaha. Vanhu vakungospraya maminda. That's how they are dealing with sora. So with that, you realize kuti kusakura kwamaivenga kwa easy. So vamwe kudhara vaisimbo like chinhu chaitaita kuti venge kumamisha inyaya yekuti vana mudhara vaiti kana vawana mari votora mari yavo vonikira. Now you learn how to do things better than what your fathers used to do. You write things down, you put them into your budget, you do all these things. Write things down, make a list of the things that you would want to achieve, and make sure that you list them down. And then lastly, that one thing that I want to give you is everyone are kuona this video. And if you are in South Africa, in UK, and wherever you are, uruda help yekuti tikubatsire kuti timanage property yako or whatever you are doing, please get in touch, tibate, and we can discuss on how best we can discuss on how best we can navigate around that, and we manage your place. Because what is very, very difficult is for you kutumira kana utinga 5,000 or 10,000, and that 10,000 is not going to the purposes of what you have set it up for. Or maybe one the bore drilling, wakawana dry hole. How can you avoid all that? Those are the things that we can assist each other. So get in touch, let's discuss. I've got a bigger reputation to protect. There is no way that I'm going to run away with your money when I'm building like this. So you have 100% trust in what I'm doing in order to help you with your project. maybe you've got your relative, but that relative needs to be monitored by someone who is external, who can ask things. Apa chichaitika, Mari yazofamba sei, izvi zvazofamba sei. Trust us to help you in that regard. If it's fairly kana uri kuno kuGokwe, that would be really nice. We can travel around and see how your project is going. I know vanhu vanogona kunge vachikutumira mapictures nechichichichi, but unogona kutumirwa mapictures epaneighbor and wozodzoka waona uchishamisika ukaita DP. Get in touch with us. That is all that I have for you, people. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions, some people are kutaura ndaonda vari kutaura ndatsva zuva rekuGokwe, guys. Zuva rekuGokwe tototamba iripo, tototamba iri kurira, because we're here to work, we're here to do things, creating content and making sure that we work things out, because where we are going, rural content is going to be gold. Rural areas are going to be gold to find, because a lot of people, all these anti-immigration stands, UK, South Africa, and Trump and other places, it's going to force you to come back. And when you come back, you want a place where you can call your fortress. Harare is not going to be a good fortress for you, because Harare is always ever busy. And to some of us, we want this life where we can manage things slowly, kusina noise, kusina masueji, tisingajambi masueji, kwatisinganisa nemawindi, kwatisingadidididi. Yeah, that's the life that we want, and we're used to this kind of life. But tell me what you want us to do for you, or if you've got any questions, the link is ask it in the comment section, or get in touch on the numbers that are in the description box so that we can assist each other.